I don't think I'm a face judger, but who can resist the approach of a handsome man? He was even willing to pretend to be my boyfriend, to prevent me from being harassed. His gentle manner made my heart flutter, but the truth was so cruel. It was all a conspiracy. My name is Krista. My father passed away in an accident. My mother and I depended on each other for survival, so our family was poor. But I am now studying with the richest girl in town, Leela. Because Leela's father, Johnny, has sponsored me, I need to help Leela with her homework. As I went to find Leela, suddenly a ball crashed into me. But I wasn't angry, because the owner of the ball was a handsome and polite boy. He gently put a band-aid on me. My heart was beating uncontrollably at this moment, but soon I got the bad news. It turned out that this boy named Frank was Leela's boyfriend. Leela was a bossy person. The time I spent studying with her was often unbearable. Ever since I found out that Frank was Leela's boyfriend, and he might appear in front of me, I've been motivated to study with Leela. I even made up and changed my look so that I wouldn't be embarrassed when I saw Frank again. But it was all in vain. Frank never appeared to me again. One day after school, it was pouring with rain. I didn't bring an umbrella. I didn't expect Frank, whom I hadn't seen for a long time, to suddenly appear. He covered me from the rain, took me home, and asked me for my contact details. As Leela's boyfriend, his behavior confused me, but Frank even offered to pretend to be my boyfriend, just to keep the other boys from bothering me. In the next few days, he talked to me and asked me to go out with him. It was one of the few times I was able to relax and have fun. But the nightmare soon came. Leela appeared in front of Frank and me with her friend. She saw us holding hands. Frank, who had tried to kiss me earlier, changed his attitude and actually said I was hitting on him. And Leela called me a prostitute in front of everyone. Everyone was judging me. I looked like a clown being watched. Little did I know that Charles, who lived across the street from me, would show up. He helped me to escape from this place and tried to cheer me up. Although I was still sad, I was grateful for his help. However, things were going to get worse. Although Leela had been humiliating and teasing me, I couldn't let Johnny down because of his kindness. So in Johnny's eyes, Leela and I were always good friends. In his eyes, I had interfered with Leela's relationship and had become a third party. This was something he would not tolerate. He told me that I didn't need to tutor Leela anymore, and that he wouldn't sponsor me after college. Actually, I was expecting all this. I was even relieved by it. That day, Frank came to me out of the blue. He grabbed my hand and apologized. He even said he wanted to date me in secret. This scene happened to be seen by Charles. I saw him leave and went after him without a second thought. Yes, he is my only friend. I can't lose him. Luckily, I caught up with him and explained to him the truth. He was patient and reassuring, telling me not to worry about what others thought. With this encouragement, I decided to live well and earn my own living. I went to work in a cafe. I didn't expect Leela to come to the cafe and humiliate me. She even told my mother about this. I tried to explain to my mother, but she fainted from the shock. I rushed to the hospital when I heard the news. Thankfully, Mom was okay. When I went to get coffee, I happened to see Frank in the next ward. But the girl, was Frank dating 3 girls at the same time? I asked the girl. While Frank was out, I found out that they had been dating for 2 years. In order to find out the truth, the girl called Frank back to ask him face to face. With Frank's explanation, I knew that Frank wasn't really Leela's boyfriend. Leela hired Frank in order to raise money for his girlfriend's medical bills. Frank promised Leela to ruin my reputation by pretending to date me, because Leela was jealous of her own father for caring so much for me. After explaining everything, Frank promised to help me recover my reputation. He posted the truth on the school's bulletin board. Everyone saw Leela's true colors. Also understand that I was the victim of a trap. For this, Johnny even apologized and said he would continue to sponsor me, but I refused. I didn't want to depend on other people for a living anymore. I could stand on my own 2 feet. I became a pastry chef, opened a bakery with my mother. I've never been happier. And to add to my surprise, Charles became my lover.